All right, so we are back, and I am working on my pre-workout meal right now. And I'm probably gonna head to the gym within the next, I don't know, like 40 to 60 minutes, give or take. I want to go. I want to go a little earlier, but I'm getting this meal in kind of late, and it is a leg day, so. Definitely on leg days, I like to let the food sit for a little bit before I decide to go all in. Which, honestly, when I was making it, I was kind of sitting here thinking, and I was thinking about something I was listening to last night while I was driving back home from freaking jiu-jitsu. And this guy, I'm pretty sure he's like a coach or something. He's got a YouTube channel. I don't remember who it is. I was just putting something on to listen to, and he was going over how, I like don't take this out of context or the wrong way, but and it's not me saying to go crazy, but he did mention about how if you are an athlete or you train like quite a bit and you go pretty hard, so like say you're not just an average gym goer, but you actually like put in work, and maybe you're hitting a couple times a day, or you're hitting multiple different types of training styles a day, or you have a really like, say you like work some sort of construction job or outside job, and then you also go to the gym, and then you also have life crap that you're doing, and maybe you're doing a little bit of cardio or whatever, what have you, or you're like me where I lift, and then I train the jiu-jitsu, and I'm actively moving around for my job, or just in general to try to get my blood going. Anyway, he was saying that with athletes and people who train really hard or quite a bit, that clean eating isn't always going to hit the caloric goals or the needs of that person. And I don't know, I was kind of like going over it in my head. I'm like, well, kind of, but I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you're hitting your calorie count, it's not that big of a deal if it comes from shit tons of rice or not. But he was saying that like eating some junk food here and there, or having a schedule for it, can actually be pretty beneficial. And I think his reasoning was to be more like, if you are not hitting your calories, or you're having issues, or you're burning out, you should probably, have a burger once in a while, or freaking light mode. Or where was I? Yeah, you could have a burger, or you could have these like little treats and stuff. Like, I think he's onto something, mainly because first off, it's a break with the mind. So cleaning is great, but in this day and age with, like the hyper palatable food, the freaking, fast food on every corner, you go out to eat, and obviously like all these things come into play, and we live in a world now where that is part of the daily life, or at least that's part of life in general. So like, honestly, without going too much into a tangent from this, I really think that if you are someone who's like full on trying to eat as clean as possible all the time, it's okay to have a cheat meal here and there. And, or you're running out of time and you don't get all your meals in, and you need to eat something before bed. That, like, this happens to me a lot on jits. Like, I'm on my way to jits, and I realize that I am not close to my calorie needs, right? And it goes on that meme that like right before bed you need to get like 10,000 calories in. Yeah, but it's kind of like that. And say you have a meal or two left, or I guess if you have a meal left, it's not that big of a deal. But say you have like 2 or 3 meals left, depending on how many meals you eat a day, and it's just been a hectic day, but you still have to go train, and you it's pretty late, so because you had work and then you train and then now you only got a couple hours until bedtime. To me, it makes sense to go out of your way to go and maybe stop at freaking Carl's Jr. or something and grab, one of their guac burgers and some fries and stuff and throw that down, as opposed to trying to come home and stack on a mountain of rice, throw some meat and stuff on there, and then also, having to put some vegetables through it. And then I guess you can argue that, you can just down a shake or whatever, but to me, that also sucks because anytime I'd like chug, a couple of shakes and then you still have to eat some carbs, so you still have to throw like, a few packs of oatmeal with it, or, you got to eat a ton of rice cakes or whatever you're eating for your clean eating. You still have to eat all those carbs and all that food and still get to that level. I feel like sometimes fast food is, or at least not even fast food, even it's just something that's, healthy, but more of like a microwave type thing. That might be the way to go, and you probably already do it, and if you don't, maybe try it. Also, I think it eases the mind a little bit on the example I just gave, or just in general of giving yourself a break from trying to eat clean all the time, because like I said, yeah, technically we should be able to get everything we need to build and recover from whole foods, but at the end of the day, once in a while, fast food or junk food or quick food isn't fast food and quick food are the same thing. I know. I just mean like it's something that's a microwave, not something you go and get. But anyway, I also think that because we live in this world for that's available to us, it's good to indulge sometimes because our brain already knows it's there, so you're going to crave it regardless. So might as well sometimes have it and calculate how to have it. That way you're not just binging at every once in a while. This way you're actually like planning and structuring how you're going to eat it. Because especially if you put a cheat meal in, or you structure around days that you know that you're not going to get all your calories in. So that's just my food for thought while I eat this pre-workout meal and get ready for the gym. I just listened to that guy and it was interesting to me, so I figured I'd share it with you and see if you thought the same thing. I don't know. I'm definitely guilty of it. I will definitely, if I'm really behind on calories, I will go out of my way to go get like a freaking fast food burger. I mean, like there's like a couple weeks ago, I ended up getting a Wendy's, just a chicken sandwich, and I tried their chicken strip things that they have, and then fries and a Coke Zero. So I don't know. I just think it's worth doing, and especially if you actually look at athletes, like top level athletes, they're not full on eating clean all the time. I mean, I'm sure the majority of their food is, but they indulge too. And as long as you're putting in the work and you're offsetting it, it's okay to do it. And I'm not saying that you should just be shoveling down candy every single day, but like, here and there, or a structured time that you eat it is not that big of a deal, and it's not gonna be the end of the world. Just have some self-control. That's all I say. All right, like I said, we have legs today. Main lift is I believe I'm gonna do the hack squat, and then I got a few things after that. I might try one or two machines in the gym I haven't hit yet. There's a pendulum squat too that I think I might get under, or there's this other machine. I'm pretty sure it's for hamstrings. If it's free, I might do that one. So I'm gonna bounce around. I'm gonna try to figure out what I can and can't do. I'm going at a time I haven't gone before to this gym, so I don't know how busy it's gonna be, and I'm just as usual, I'm pretty big on trying to give people their space when I'm recording. I try not to have my camera in everyone's way. So, forgive me on angles and stuff. But in that back room leg area, everything's kind of like against the wall. But if the upstairs is not that busy, I'll probably try to hit a couple of the movement or the machines up there, because they have like a lot of normal machines for legs up there, but they're just in different like angles. It's kind of interesting. So we'll see what I come up with, but I'm pretty sure at least the main lift for today is going to be hack squat. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. I love the hack squat, and the gym I was working out at before I moved to this gym does not have a hack squat. So I've been neglected of the hack squat for a while. So I have it worked in as a main lift on my program on one of the leg days because of that reason. So anyway, I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to head out, and I'll see you in the gym. right, boys and girls. I'm shooting this front style. Mainly just too lazy to hook it up on the mount, and I'm just gonna make this one pretty quick. Just finished up in the gym, sit in the car, about to head home, get some food in me, and then I'm gonna probably meal prep for a bit of the night, get some chicken done. I still cut off the skin and the bones out of wings or thighs, chicken thighs, so prep takes a little bit of time, but honestly I don't mind. I can use the extra calories from them, and the meat is just so much better. And as usual, I'm too cheap to buy the pre-prepped one, so, and it's not that big of a deal to me. I don't mind taking a little extra time and doing it. So yeah, I did the hack squats for my main lift, and I got to 3 plates and a quarter on each side, and then my knee started tweaking out. I think I got to rep 5 or 6 on one of the sets. I think I did one set fine, and the second set I got my knee. So I dialed back, and I'm wondering is because, so I am probably gonna compete in that next month's competition. The only reservations I have about it is that I primarily train in gi, which is the actual like jiu-jitsu outfit thing that you put on with the belt and everything. The one that's in March that I was planning on doing is actually a no gi, and well, I don't train as often in no gi. I do on like Saturdays when I'm rolling around with the guys and just kind of getting stuff done, and then once in a while I make it to a no gi class. So I'm going to change up my schedule a little bit, so I'm hitting more no gi classes, and I've been doing jiu-jitsu more often. So this week I went the past 2 days. That's why I haven't got a lifting video up. So I'm going to, I think going forward, I'm going to figure out how I can record even if it's busy and just start getting content out, because I need to, I don't need to, but I want to. So I'll be getting more jiu-jitsu day talking down, but I might throw some clips in now, especially on Saturdays, because I'll be doing actual drills and practicing stuff on Saturdays. So might be boring, I don't know, but that's what I'll be doing on those days, because there's going to be more days I'm not lifting. I'm also going to switch around my training. I really was going to try to stick with it as much as I can, but with my increase in jiu-jitsu, I just can't. I like take the knee thing. I can't. I don't think I can keep up with it. I need to structure the training so I'm still lifting decent. I'm still getting a good amount of volume, and I'm getting a good amount of intensity, but not where I'm wearing myself down. Because like, I don't know if I touched on it. Last night I went to jiu-jitsu, and we're working a lot of leg lock stuff, defenses and attacks, and I think that might have tweaked my knee a little bit. So today it just wasn't feeling great. I was feeling fine until I got there, and I started putting on more and more weight on that hack squat. So it's all good. Backed off. I did a bunch of sets. I even did a close grip where it was actually up. I raised my heels off the ground, and I kind of did sissy squats. So if you've never done those on a hack squat, they're really nice. I do them on a hack squat or the Smith machine a lot, where you have a narrow stance, and then you kind of you basically go into like a calf raise, and then you do squats. It sucks, but it's pretty nice. I like you get a full stretch in those quads, and then you also get a full isometric calf hold. So not bad. So long story short, with everything, I'm going to revamp my training a bit, at least up into the comp, because I need to get comp ready. I'm gonna probably have to cut a little bit of weight. I think I'm gonna come in at the 205 mark. There's a 205 class and there's a 230 class. I don't want to be packing like in a month. I mean, I might be able to hit the 230. I'm not far off, but that would be me like indulging, and I don't know how well that would do with like keeping up my conditioning and stuff. So especially because I'm going to be ramping up my conditioning as far as like cardio in HIIT and in steady state. So I would have to be like shoveling down food and then hope that I can pack on enough with even the up increase, because even I'll be increasing jiu-jitsu as well, which is even more cardio on top of that. So I think I'm going to come down to 205. We're going to cut bulking. We're going to have a little intermission. So still going to do bulking afterwards. I'm going to take a little short mini cut, and I'll probably start labeling the videos like that and go forward from there. All right, I'm going to go eat now.